hope you all are fine, and this is your computer teacher Abrar sir. In the previous class we learnt about basic information about computer. So in this class we are going to study the new chapter 1, operating system and graphical user interface. So the introduction is, a computer is a device that accepts information and manipulates it for some result. So whatever the instruction you will provide to the computer with the help of keyboard and mouse, it will receive and it will manipulate, means it will control it, then it will give you the result. It is an electronic machine, without power it will not work. Then used to solve arithmetical and logic problems and works on a set of instructions known as software. So with the help of softwares like MS Word, then MS PowerPoint, MS Access, like these all the softwares will help us to solve the arithmetic calculations and all. Then here we have inputs, output, then process and storage. So the first point is input device. An input device lets you communicate with a computer. You can use input devices to enter information. Okay, so when you people are using the computer or the laptops, you people need a keyboard or mouse or touchpad, isn't it? So whenever you people will type the data through the keyboards, it will receive to the computer, means to the CPU, then it will provide the output through the monitors. So in this process we need here keyboard, mouse, touchpad. So these all things are input devices. For example, for the games and all we can use joysticks also. So joystick also nothing but the input devices only. Then the next point is process. The central processing unit, CPU, is the main unit in a computer. So the CPU process instructions, performs calculation and manage the flow of information through a computer system. Means whatever the work you will give through the keyboard and mouse, the work will be received by processor only. So that processor will receive the work, means it will process the data, then it will go through the calculations. If you give any calculation work, it will do the calculation work, or if you are going to create any files, folders, whatever you will give the work, it will take that task and it will complete with the help of your input devices and the process device, then it will generate the output. So the next is output. An output device lets a computer communicate with you. These devices display information on a screen, create printed copies on generate sound. So whatever the input data you will provide to the computer, so it will get it from the input device, then it will process with the help of processor. After that the work will get complete, it will generate the output with the help of monitor. So whatever you can see in the monitor, that is the output. Even we can say soft copies. If you take a printouts, then it will be a hard copy. So the output devices are monitor, printer, speaker. So these all things are output devices. Then the next is storage. A storage is a device that holds information. The computer uses information stored on these devices to perform tasks. As you people know, we can save the data with the help of CDs, DVDs, pen drives and memory cards. So those all the things are storage devices only. So with the help of these storage devices, you can save your data for the long term. Okay, so these are the storage devices. The next topic is hardware and software. So hardware refers to the physical part of the computer which we can touch. Hardware is associated with computer architecture and deals with the parts of the computer. Hardware components are also referred as computer peripherals. Okay, so we have two parts here. One is hardware and one more is software. So hardware you people can touch, hardware you people can feel, hardware you people can see. So the what are the hardwares here? Hardware means you can say the mouse is a hardware, the keyboard is a hardware, the printer is a hardware, scanner is a hardware, CD is a hardware, pen drives are hardware. Okay, so whatever you people can touch here with the help of the computer peripherals, those are nothing but hardwares only. Then the next, software. So the software refers to the set of computer program that are required for effective running of computer system. So software is very important, okay, but you people can't touch software, you people can't feel software, but you people can see the software, okay. So this is the difference between hardware and software. Hardware you can touch, software you can't touch. Hardware you can see, software also you can see. Hardware you can feel, but software you can't feel, okay. So these are the difference between hardware and the software. Then the next is software concepts, a set of instructions given to the computer for the execution of a particular task is called program, okay. So what is a program? A set of instructions given to the computer for the execution of a particular task is called a program, okay. Set of such programs is termed as a software, okay. So whatever we will provide the data to the computer to do, so those work will going on through the program, for that we call software also. And also software is classified into two categories, one is system software, another is application software. So in short I can tell you, the system software is nothing but in your mobile phone, the phone is called Android phone, isn't it? So like that only for the computers we have Windows, so those are the system softwares. And the application softwares are nothing but Google Chrome or Facebook, WhatsApp. So whatever the games you will play, those all things are application software. So a system software is a machine friendly software and is supplied by the manufacturer along with the computer. It is specific to the machine hardware, okay. So system software is very important compared to application software. Why? Because system software is nothing but the OS, means operating system. Without operating system, computer will never run, okay. So operating system is very important. After that application software will come. It is a set of those programs which are used to perform some applications with the aid of computers. Application software lets you accomplish specific tasks. The application software are developed for actual usage, okay. So whatever work you people will do with the help of computer, so those are go through the application software only. For example, if you want to type a letter, then you should go through the MS Word. If you want to create a PowerPoint presentation, then you should go through the PPT options, okay. So PPT is nothing but PowerPoint presentation only. So these things are application softwares. Then the next is operating system. An operating system is an interface between a computer, user and computer hardware. It acts like a software which performs all the basic tasks like file management, memory management, process management, handling input and output, and controlling peripheral devices such as disk drivers and printers, okay. It is a system software. So here system software and operating system both are same, okay, both are same, but little tasks will be different. So here it will be helpful to all the input devices, okay. It will handle all the input devices, it will control all the input devices, all the output devices, okay, and it will run the processor very nicely, okay. With the help of this operating system only the processor will going on. So the operating system examples are Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows XP, Apple's Mac OS, Chrome's OS, and the open source operating system Linux. Okay dear children, this is all about computer system, software concept and operating system. So the remaining points we will look into in the next session, okay. So up to the next session, take care, don't go here and there, just enjoy your holidays and concentrate on the studies, okay. And if you have any doubts, if you want any clarification, you can contact me, you can call me, you can submit your homeworks in time, okay. So take care, bye bye.